We are 20 races through the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season, so it's time to reanalyze and regrade every single driver's performances thus far. Hello, everybody. My name is Brody. Welcome into the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. I graded every single NASCAR Cup Series driver's performances in 2026 through the first 10 races. There's been 10 more races completed since that previous video. So we'll be regrading every single driver's performances through 20 races. In this video, we'll see which drivers have improved their grades, which drivers have not improved their grades, and which drivers have maintained a consistent grade over these 20 races. Mind you, this video will be covering their performances in relation to their expectations going into the season, and we're not going to be just straight up looking at their longevity, their entire career. It's just this season alone. What have they done for us on the racetrack through 20 races? So let's dive in, see which drivers have improved their grades or have lost their grade standings in 2026. We're going to begin this grading video in the same exact order as my previous 10 race performance video. I'm even wearing the same exact shirt. So we'll start off with 2311 Racing, beginning with Tyler Reddick in the 45. His previous grade was an A plus 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 plus. I will now drop it to a modest A plus. I'm taking off just a few pluses because he has lost the chase points lead to Dennis of Hamlin, only 24 points back of Denny Hamlin. And mind you, when I made my first video 10 races ago, he was over 100 points clear of second place. He is still far exceeding any expectations set upon him prior to this season beginning with 10 top fives, 13 top 10s, only one DNF, 436 laps led with 11.52 average finish, the third best in the Cup Series. So Tyler Reddick doing an outstanding job. His grade does not really change. Next up is our first driver with an improved grade on the season. It is Riley Herbst in the 35. I previously gave him just a straight D, but now he's up to a C plus. And why this is because Riley Herbst was 29th in the overall point standings. He was 35th a year ago. Now he sits 25th in the point standings. Riley Herbst is doing a great job overall, a 21.1 average finish. And the reason why his grade isn't higher is because Riley Herbst, his replacement, just won a race at San Diego. And mind you, Toyota is at its best of the best right now. So while he's doing great, I cannot give him a higher mark than a C plus, but I'm happy to raise Riley Herbst's grade to a C plus. So I think it's well deserved, sitting 25th in the overall standings. Well done, Riley Herbst. I'm improving your grade. And wrapping up 2311 Racing is Bubba Wallace. His previous grade was a C plus. I'm going to keep it at a C plus because at the time of making this video 10 races ago, his point standings was in the 12th position. And now it is in the 13th position. He has lost a position in the point standings, and he is not safe by any means to that cutoff line at the 16th mark. He is not safe. I've seen flashes of speed from Bubba. It's been great to see that, but there's been not enough consistency in his speed, in his finishes, to warrant any kind of improvement in his grade because he has lost a spot in the point standings. I cannot improve his grade in my overall gradings for 20 races. So hopefully Bubba can improve his grade in the next video where I do 30 races. But for right now, Bubba, just a constant C plus. The next team up is Joe Gibbs Racing. And let's begin with Denny Hamlin. His previous grade was an A. Now it's rightfully deserved in A plus. I should not spend too much time on Denny Hamlin because his season has been so incredible. 4 wins, points paying wins, 5 wins if you want to count the All-Star race. He is now the firm holder of the overall points standings lead for the chase. Incredible season at such a older age in terms of NASCAR drivers. He's doing an incredible job. A plus, no debates, nothing. Denny Hamlin, A plus. Amazing season. Chase Briscoe is our next driver up, and his grade is going to improve. It was a C minus. Now it's a straight B. This is because Briscoe, 10 races ago, was 17th in the overall point standings. He now finds himself 10th, got that win at Chicagoland, and his season looks to be turning around quite smoothly. It's great to see that for Briscoe. A horrible start to his season, but now rebounding a little bit here. Have to improve his grade drastically, giving it now a B for Chase Briscoe. Moving on now to Christopher Bell in the 20. His grade was a C. I will also make his grade an improved B, a straight B for C Bell as well. You may say, why is he the same as Briscoe when Briscoe has a win and Bell doesn't have a win? Well, Chase Briscoe doesn't have a fractured wrist, and Christopher Bell is putting up astronomical numbers in finishes with that fractured wrist, and he even missed a race or the most of the race. So Christopher Bell is doing a phenomenal job right now. He was ninth in points when I made my previous video. He's still ninth in points. I expect his point standing to improve as we go on because he is showing a major flash of speed right now, even with a fractured wrist. Christopher Bell is doing a great job right now, and I foresee that win or wins coming for C Bell. Rounding out Joe Gibbs Racing is going to be Ty Gibbs in the 54. His previous grade was an A plus. It will also maintain that A plus mark because Gibbs was fifth in points at the time making my previous video. He is now fourth in points. Got that win at Bristol, exceeding any expectations set upon him prior to the season. His grade must maintain at such a great A plus. Next up for Toyota is Legacy Motor Club, beginning with John Hunter Nemechek. His grade was, unfortunately, an F, but now I see his grade is improving to a D plus. Yes, John Hunter Nemechek, while he has shown a bit of flashes in speed, the overall consistency has been nowhere near where it needs to be. And compared to his teammate Eric Jones, he is lagging behind a lot. He was 31st in points through the first 10 races. He's now 27th in points, so I have to raise his grade a little bit, and I like seeing the flashes of speed. He runs great when the car is fast. He just needs to, maintain a consistent level of competitiveness, not just be good one week and then bad the next week. So while Nemechek has improved, I will only raise it to a D plus. As for his teammate Eric Jones's grade was a C plus. Now it is rightfully deserved to be an A minus. Eric Jones is doing an amazing job flirting with making a chase spot. He is 16th in the points now. He was 26th in points 10 races ago. So Eric Jones, he is doing an incredible job with Legacy Motor Club. I know Toyota is fast right now, but Legacy, mind you, doing all this on their own notebook, playbook. They do not get all their information from JGR. It is a solo operation, basically. So while they are Toyotas, I think Legacy is doing a great job, and Eric Jones is doing a phenomenal job and deserves to have an A minus. Moving on to the Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolets, beginning with Kyle Larson in the 5. His grade was a B minus since he has maintained his sixth place points position through the entire course of 20 races. It'll also maintain at a B minus. Larson has a lot of big booms and big what the F was that moments. I mean, it's hit or miss for Larson some weeks, but when he gets that consistency going, he is lights out. I mean, he had a good string of top fives, top tens. Last few races have been a lot of weird mistakes from Larson, so he's kind of hindering himself from improving up to fifth, fourth, third place in the points. Has not found victory lane yet. I think he will. Chevy just needs to get more speed under their cars. But Larson, mind you, has been, I think, the most predominantly competitive car outside of all of the Toyotas. He is up there. He is battling up there with Hamlin and Briscoe and Bell. He is up there with Reddick and Bubba Wallace on occasion. So while he is having an okay season, I still think there's a lot of room for improvement going forward. But Larson, for now, is maintaining his B minus grade. Next is Chase Elliott in the 9, and Chase Elliott had an A during the first 10 races. I will also keep his grade at a straight A. This is because he was fourth in the points at the time of making my previous video. He has now dropped to fifth place in the points. He has those 2 wins, great wins. I love seeing that for Chase Elliott. But the last handful of races, it has been just a mediocre, 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 and more mediocre. There's been no real flashes of competitive winning speed. It's just 8th to 15th place speed and runs and finishes, which is not great for Elliott. I'm hoping Alan Gustin and the 9 team can figure out what's exactly going wrong there. But for Elliott, I think maintaining his A grade is fair and deserved. So an A for Elliott. William Byron in the 24 is an interesting one. William Byron, I gave a C minus to in my previous 10 races. I'm going to actually keep it a C minus because Willie B, he has actually lost a place in the point standings. He was 11th, now 12th, and I haven't seen too much speed out of Willie B. His best performance by far was at Chicagoland. I was up there, dominated the first two stages, looked poised to win. He lost that on strategy late in the end, but outside of Chicagoland, there has been no leading laps up there, top five, competitive, running like over the entire course of the race. Something always goes wrong, or he just shows up with top 15 speed. It's never consistent. And he won the regular season championship 1 season ago. So that is that is in there for William Byron. He knows how to do it. He's capable of doing that. This season has just not gone Willie B's way so far. So hopefully he can turn it around, but we're going to maintain his grade at a C minus. Making his overall grade debut is going to be Alex Bowman. I did not give him a grade through the first 10 races because he missed half of those races. So I didn't think it was fair. Now we have a larger sample size from Bowman in 2026. I'm going to give Bowman a C minus next to William Byron. I just think Bowman, something's still off. Something's not right. I know he's had a lot of injuries in the past, but for Bowman, the 48 car, Hendrick Motorsports car, I know there's always the fourth Hendrick car stereotype. One car is always lagging behind. And most people think that's Alex Bowman. Either it's the car or him, whatever it may be, they think that that stereotype is there. Bowman, I'm not seeing enough to give him anything higher than a C minus for me. Three top fives, four top tens, 21.5 average finish. That's okay, not great, sitting 29th in the overall points. That's actually not bad for missing a lot of the races at the start of the season. But for Bowman, I still expect a bit more. I know that competitive Alex Bowman is in there somewhere. I'm just hoping we can see it sooner rather than later. So for right now, Alex Bowman gets a C minus. Moving on now to the baby Hendrick Spire Motorsports. Spire Motorsports begins with Daniel Suarez in the 7, and Daniel Suarez previously had a straight A. I am bumping that up to an A plus. Did anybody ever think we would see this type of season from Daniel Suarez coming off that weird breakup with Trackhouse Racing? It is clear to me now it was more a Trackhouse Racing issue than Daniel Suarez issue because he got that Coca-Cola 600 win. I know it was rain shortened, but did anybody expect him to win a race? No, he won that race fair and square. He played the strategy. He was up there when the rain fell. So Daniel Suarez gets that win. But what's more impressive is he's going to make the chase, guys. I'm pretty sure he's going to make the chase, barring 5 DNFs in a row, mind you. But Daniel Suarez was 14th in points at the time of making my previous video. He's now 11th in points in a Spire Motorsports car, doing a phenomenal job. Daniel Suarez deserves an A plus for this amazing season he's been putting together. Michael McDowell for Spire Motorsports this year has been a bit of a weird mystery to me. I expected him to be the leader over there at Spire, but he's kind of taken a step back from where we expect him to run, I think. Still, though, I gave him a C minus my first 10 races. I'm going to bump it up to just a straight C. He was 23rd in the points at the time of making my first video. Now he's 21st. We've seen some flashes here and there from Michael McDowell, but nothing too special. I think a C is just right for an average season for Michael McDowell. Ending it for Spire Motorsports is Carson Hocevar, and obviously he's going to maintain that A plus I gave him in the first 10 races to the 20 race mark. A plus for Hocevar, real no explanation needed. 8th in points for the first 10 races. He's still 8th in points through 20 races. Got that win at Dega. Just steady, consistent for Hocevar, doing a great job. Just far exceeding any expectations set upon Hocevar. 8th in the points. Got that win. A plus, rightfully deserved. Next up is Trackhouse Racing, and I've had to kind of reevaluate my expectations for this team because Trackhouse is no longer that super competitive team we saw years ago when the next gen car was first introduced. And it's unfortunate to say that, but For Trackhouse of 2026, it's been SVG, and the rest have been really relevant or really struggling. So for Ross Chastain, while my original grade was a D plus for him, and he was 18th in points at the previous 10 race video mark, he has now fallen back to 20th in the points, but I'm still going to raise his grade to a C minus just because he was like 25th, 26th in the points not too long ago, has rallied back up to 20th through just kind of consistent top 15. So for Chastain, I can't knock him too much. I'm going to raise it slightly to that C minus mark, but for Trackhouse, I have to reevaluate their speed, reevaluate the equipment the drivers have to work with. So for Chastain, even though he's like lost place in the points, I'm reevaluating my expectations for this team. I don't think it's a bad thing to be 20th in points considering his teammates are relatively close to him or way back there. So Ross Chastain, C minus for 20 races through. That driver I mentioned that was way far back there, well, that's Connor Zilic. And obviously, Zilic had an F through my first video. He's going to maintain that F because nothing has really improved whatsoever. I mean, he got his best finish ever at Sonoma. That was great. But then we go on more DNF streaks. Like he has the most DNFs in the Cup Series. This rookie season has been a nightmare for Zilic. And I feel so bad for saying that because I was one of the guys preaching how good Zilic is. And that doesn't change, by the way. He's still amazing. But I predicted him to finish like 20th in the points at the end of the season. Obviously, that's not going to happen. So while Zilic is struggling, I'm hoping to see some kind of improvement going forward, mainly from the Trackhouse side of things. Please give this kid some race cars that are decent. Zilic is going to maintain that F. Closing it out for Trackhouse Racing is Shane Van Gisbergen. SVG definitely deserves his grade to be improved. The first 10 races, it was sitting at an average C. Now he's got those road course wins. And guess what? He is now in the chase, fighting for one of the last chase spots, sitting 15th in the points, was 19th in the points 10 races ago. So SVG doing a great job, exceeding expectations yet again. I mean, did we expect him to be in the chase this competitive late in the going? I didn't. I did not expect SVG to be this in the mix. I expected him, yes, to win those road course races, but I did not predict him to run well enough on the ovals and short tracks to be in the fight for the overall chase for the cup. So SVG, his grade will be raised to an A minus. A minus for SVG. Well done through 20 races. Moving on now to RCR Racing, beginning with Austin Dillon. His grade was at a D. It is now sitting at an F because he was 24th in points. He's now 28th in points. I've seen not enough speed or consistency whatsoever from this team. 28th in points is not good. I feel bad for saying that, but Austin Dillon is now moving down to that F grade. And we cannot give a grade to Kyle Busch. We obviously have learned and know about his tragic passing sustained not too long ago. So I'm still praying, sending prayers to the Kyle Busch family, the Busch family in its entirety. Kyle Busch, thank you for everything you've done for me as a NASCAR fan, and thank you for everything you've done for the entire NASCAR community. Next up is Kaulig Racing, starting off with Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon is going to maintain that D plus grade I gave him through the first 10 races. He was 32nd in points, now 31st in points. Just kind of okay for Ty Dillon. Do we have any expectations for him? Not really. Maintaining his grade at a D plus. Also maintaining his grade of a solid B is AJ Allmendinger. He was 21st in points 10 races ago, now 22nd in points. I think AJ is doing a great job with the equipment he has. So AJ just a B for 20 races through. Moving on now to Hayak Motorsports, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I'm going to drop his grade from a B minus to a C plus. Yes, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I think he's doing a great job over there at Hayak, but fallen off just a little bit. Was 25th in the points, now 27th in the points. The consistency has kind of gone away for Stenhouse, so I'm hoping he can improve his grade a little bit, but dropping it down just slightly to a C plus. Next up is Haas factory team Cole Custer. He did have an F grade, but I'm going to actually boost it up to a straight C. He was 34th in the points, but now he's 32nd overall in the points, beating Trackhouse Racing, Connor Zilic, and Josh Berry in the 21, who is a Penske affiliate. So I think he's doing a great job over there with that really small, now small Haas factory team. So Cole Custer doing a good job in what he has, a straight C for Cole Custer. Moving on to Rick Ware Racing, Cody Ware. I did give him a C, but I will bump it up to a B because did anybody think in any way possible he would be this close to Connor Zilic and Josh Berry and Cole Custer in the point standings? No, nobody thought of that. I think he's doing a pretty good job in the 51. He hasn't caused any major crashes to manipulate the race finishes in any way. So I think Cody Ware, even though he's Cody Ware and Rick Ware Racing, I think he's doing a great job over there. So I just want to give him an attaboy and a overall a B grade through 20 races. Transitioning over now to some blue ovals, the Fords. Kicking us off is Team Penske. And starting us off is Austin Cindric in the 2 car. He did have just a straight C. I will bump him up to a C plus. He was 16th in the points a 10 race span ago, but now he is 14th in the points, kind of trying to lock down a chase spot. He's still got some ways to go, hoping he can do it, but Austin Cindric, I think, deserves to be knocked up just a little bit overall. Cindric, I mean, we expect more from Cindric. This is a many years into his Cup Series routine now with the next gen car, getting acclimated to it. I expect more from Cindric, but from what he has provided us from an expectations level, I think he's doing a decent job. So Austin Cindric is at a C plus. Next up is Ryan Blaney. I did have him at a B plus, but now I think he definitely deserves an A plus mark. Ryan Blaney is single-handedly carrying Ford on his back with that mustache in tow. He had third place points 10 races ago, still third place in points, 65 points back of the chase points lead now with 2 wins, a dominating win at Atlanta. Ryan Blaney is doing amazing things in a blue oval that no other driver can do right now because Ford right now is not good. Blaney is the only bright spot. Blaney deserves an A plus grade. Joey Logano is a hard one to grade. He is going to maintain his D minus mark, really flirting with an F grade when we get to our 30 race regrading. But he was 15th in points 10 races ago. Now he's 17th in points, not even in the chase right now. I know he's one position out, but for Logano, a 3-time champion, has many years under the next gen car now to be this low in points is just mind-boggling to me. And he's racing for Team Penske. I know Ford isn't great right now, but look what Ryan Blaney is doing. Logano, I think he's a very talented race car driver. I just don't think this next gen car really suits his driving style like many other veterans, unfortunately. So Logano, I've seen nothing to noteworthy to raise his grade. He has to maintain his D minus grade from 10 races ago. Moving on now to RFK Racing. And RFK did start off really good, had all their cars in the chase, but now it's been a bit of a slide, unfortunately. Beginning with Brad Keselowski, he was at an A minus mark. I have to drop him down to a B minus mark because he has lost 9 positions in the points in 10 races time. He was 10th, now 19th. It's going to be really hard for him to get into the chase with how Ford is running right now. And RFK doesn't look like to have the speed they once did to begin the season, which is unfortunate. But I think BK is still doing a pretty good job, especially compared to seasons past. So Brad Keselowski is going to sit at a B minus. Chris Buescher is a really easy one. He was 7th in points 10 races ago. He's now 7th in points. Still, he was at an A. He will be at an A going forward. Chris Buescher deserves an A, doing a great job. I think the second best Ford all season long deserves that A mark. Ryan Preece ends it for RFK Racing. He was at a B plus. I'm going to drop him down slightly to a B minus because he was 13th in the points, but now he's dropped to 18th in the points. Fighting hard for that chase spot, but it's going to be very difficult, like Brad Keselowski's path to that 16th, 15th place seating. So while Ryan Preece has been very, very impressive, he has fallen off just slightly in the overall results category and especially in the points category. So Ryan Preece drops a little bit from a B plus to a B minus. Moving on now to Front Row Motorsports. Let's start off with Noah Gregson. And this one's also pretty easy for me. He was 30th in points 10 races ago. He is now 30th in points still. So 20 races in, no change to his point standing and no real change to his speed or consistency or finishing results either. So while I hate to do this to him, Noah Gregson is going to remain at a straight D for now, hoping for some improvement, but has not been great for the 4 team. Next up is the Todd father, Todd Gilliland. He was at a B plus grade. I'm going to drop him down slightly to a B because he was doing a bit better to start the year. 22nd in points, now 24th in points. The consistency has been a little bit off for the entire Row Motorsports team, but for the 34 team, it's been a bit off as well. But not too bad, not too bad whatsoever. I think a B is right for Todd Gilliland. He's doing a great job so far through 20 races. Also dropping down a little bit is Zane Smith, dropping from an A to a B plus. He was 20th in the points, now 23rd in the points. And the last few races have been a bit controversial, especially with the host of our thing. And also his finishing results have been a little hit or miss as well. So while Zane Smith is doing numbers over there for Front Motorsports, considering their expectations level, I think he's doing a great job despite the inconsistencies we have seen thus far through the other 10 race span as of late. So for Zane Smith, from an A down slightly to a B plus. And ending my grading is Wood Brothers Racing's Josh Berry, and this is not a very good way to end this video. Josh Berry, I maybe I should give him an F minus, but I won't because I'm not like that. I'll give him an F again, but man, oh man, has this season been just been horrible? It's just been horrible. Was 28th in points. Now he's 33rd in the overall point standings. I mean, that is crazy. Losing out to Cole Custer in the points with a Team Penske affiliate car. Josh Berry lost his ride because of the crazy DNF numbers and the poor results. Even though he got that amazing win at Vegas, Josh Berry, this is not a great audition for a ride going forward in 2027 and beyond in NASCAR. So I'm hoping we could see some flashes from Josh Berry, but it's been a horrible season for Wood Brothers in the 21 car. They're going to maintain their F grade. Well, there you have it. There is my grades for every single NASCAR Cup Series driver so far through the first 20 races in the 2026 campaign. But I want to know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. Would you change anything? Would you boost drivers' grades? Would you drop driver grades? Do you like where I put them? Let me know in the comments. It's your first time ever on this channel. I would really appreciate if you could leave a like on the video and consider subscribing. It means the absolute world to me to see you guys engage with the video by liking, commenting, and even subscribing because it means my hard work is paying off and I'm seeing more NASCAR fans join the community for which we are growing here on this channel. But like I say every single video, guys, I'm thank you for your viewership. I'm so thankful and hope you guys did enjoy. And as always, I'll leave with this. Have a great, wonderful, and even splendid rest of your day. See ya.